second. It's time to make the starting five of your Portland.
Welcome, everybody, to now Golden State's starting five. They've got Jimmy Butler. Curry is out there with MP. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Payton in at the three. And for the Trailblazers, the guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Lincoln is out there with Denny Avdia. And it's Kamare in at the three spot. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. Now Henderson. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, Henderson is a flashy player. He doesn't mind taking risks and trying to get creative.
On its way from Curry for two. Avdia with the rebound.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. It can't settle for bad shots.
We've seen some flashes, Coach, from Shaedon Sharpe in his career. He can get hot in a hurry.
Well, look, Kevin, he is a great athlete, and when his shot starts to fall consistently, he can be electric. Right now, he's putting it together little by little. He's just got to continue to improve.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Here's Henderson, and he banks in the layup.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Payton kicks to MP. Butler against Avdia. Bucket is good.
Well, the defense was all over him, but Butler is not someone who gets rattled.
Pass to Klingon. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. 6 to shoot. And the basket by Kamare.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
Now here's Payton. Butler on the way. And he makes good on the layup.
Jimmy Butler.
Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
Not many guys with Butler's build have his skill set inside.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Earlier, I spoke with Chauncey Billups. Now, I asked Coach what the game plan was when it comes to defending Jimmy Butler, and he said to me, we have to make sure we match his energy level. Jimmy is one of those guys that goes all out every second. We want our guys to do the same on D. It won't be easy, but they think they found a way to contain him. Guys?
Thank you, David. Green with the block.
No matter what height it is, Green seeks to intimidate, and more often than not, succeeds.
So for the Trailblazers, DeAndre Ayton comes in for Klingon. And it's Simons in for Scoot Henderson. And the Warriors also making a change. Kuminga's checked in. Now, here's Sharp. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And now, we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Hey, guys. Well, this year marked the loss of Blazers great, Hall of Famer, and truly a one-of-one, Bill Walton. One of the greatest big men this league has ever seen, known for his incredible passing skills. And off the court, he was just as dedicated to assisting others and making the world a better place. Guys, there is no question Bill Walton will be missed.
His legacy carries on. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Now, here's Sharp, following the miss by Draymond Green. Over MP. Here's Ayton. Green with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Good in the assist goes to MP.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easy.
Substitution on the court.
Curry against Henderson. There's the pass to Sharp. Just 5 to shoot. Hands it from downtown. Sharp's got 6.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Rob Williams is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Kamare in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Henderson against Curry. Henderson, no good. The Warriors trailing. Butler finds Curry. MP outside. Back to Curry. Lets it go. That one wide left. And it's Henderson with the ball for the Trailblazers. Here matched up against the Golden State Warriors is how they're going to tip off the new season.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
Well, this is when it's fun for a coach. You don't want to tip your hand too much in the first matchup.
Green left side. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Sharp. Basket good. And it's a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
They need this. Curry gets inside and lays it in.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Up top, Sharp, covered by MP. Chalk up 2 there. Sharp's got the lead up to 6 now for Portland.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Curry kicks to Butler. Back to Curry. And stolen by Sharp. And here we go. Fast break. Henderson's got it. Goes back up. Jimmy Butler pulls it in.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement average right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good. Now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, D.A. Clock at 6. Kept alive. Williams passes to Henderson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Yeah, and Butler is a menace to the defense partner. I don't think that was a petty or a Manny. That was a facial.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go easy.
So it's the Portland Trailblazers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break.
That's the end of the first half. Your score, the Trailblazers 40, the Warriors 29.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. One of the stories here, Anthony Simons getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Jimmy Butler is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Gary Payton II. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Warner in at the shooting guard.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Henderson outside. Pass to Kamare. Knocked away. Pass to Avdia. Again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 13.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Back to MP. Golden State moving it around. Butler against Avdia. Out to Payton. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
Curry passes to Warner to the middle. Now, here's Sharp. He's got 10. It's good. And 12 points for Shaedon Sharp.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Curry with the bounce pass. Butler kicks to Curry. He dishes it to MP. Butler on the wing. Avdia with the defensive effort.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Sharp with it. Now Green defending. It didn't take long for the Blazers to find Damian Lillard. Their apparent did it great.
Yeah, they drafted Scoot Henderson with the 3rd overall pick in 2023. Took him a little time to get his sea legs, but his talent is undeniable.
And the Warriors making a change here. Kuminga's checked in.
Well, for Sharp, it's about shooting a good percentage. When he does that, he's an impactful player.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Shaedon Sharp really making a difference here.
Well, now the question is, how do you scheme this guy? Try to take the ball out of his hands? Bring a second defender? I'm curious to see what they do.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Henderson against Kuminga. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Ayton. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make. Here's Curry. Scoot Henderson is out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Klingon. Then it's Denny Avdia. And it's Kamare in at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And there's the whistle. That goes on Denny Avdia. That is his first foul of the game. Henderson against Curry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim. And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
That one off the back iron and out.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
MP outside. Butler against Avdia. Pass to Curry. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
That's a 2 from Simons, and it's MP with the rebound.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Here's Butler. Good, nice job down low.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight coverage.
Pass to Kamare. No good from outside. Warriors trail by 20. Got a piece of it. Clinging with the steal. Here's Henderson. He kicks it to Avdia. The Warriors pull it in. Butler dishes to MP. Golden State moving the ball around. Payton outside. Kicks it out to MP. No good on the three. Portland leading by 20. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Henderson passes to Simons. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Simons has got 12 points here in the second half.
From the mid-range, Simons' quickness is a big advantage.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Henderson looking it over. Clinging with it. Shot clock at 6. Here's Avdia. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's Curry. It's good.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Trailblazers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Anthony Simons.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Henderson passes to Avdia. Outside Butler. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Off with the layup. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Henderson kicks to Simons. Driving the lane. Left side, Avdia. Henderson outside. Pass to Kamare. And here is Simons. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA.
ain't with PNB Rock. You're not with me.
The spotlight is on you, 2K community. Here are your top plays of the week. Let's throw down in Old Town with K-Ran 1. Sets a bone-rattling screen and rim runs for the off-backboard jam. K screened, K ran, K slammed. And then K laughed. Having fun in the Old Town Park for sure. Pro hopping over to the wreck with Deuce. Sprints back on D to reject the Wemby build layup. Then paces through the paint for a putback punch. Running hard, making plays. And not just that, making top plays. From paint patroller to posterizer. Badge up, friends. Which play impressed you the most? Vote now for your 2K TV top play of the week. And remember to send your best plays with your gamer tag over social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow. Gotta go. I'm throwing a pool party for the team and Slamson needs floaties. Hope I can find them in purple. See ya.